Hi there. Welcome to 6th grade social studies. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Carrie Marriott and I am your child's social studies teacher this year. And I know that this whole year is very, very different than what we're all used to. And I can appreciate how challenging it is for all of us on all of our different parts and all of our roles. And so the most important thing we can do is come together and work as a team so that we can make it as successful as we possibly can. Which means sometimes we're all going to need some help with things, and sometimes we're going to need to be gracious about things, and maybe a little extra patience wouldn't hurt either in all of our cases. So again, I'm really looking forward to working together as a team with you to make this be a great year for our students, because of course that is our ultimate goal. As far as a little bit about me, I've been teaching in the Quakertown district for most of my career, for over 20 years actually, and it's kind of funny because I actually started teaching in the same building that I'm in now, which is now of course the 6th grade center, but when I started teaching it was the old Strayer. So I've kind of come full circle, coming back to this building, and it's a great place to be. The 6th grade center is a wonderful place to be, and whether we're virtual or hybrid or whatever it is we are, it's going to be a great year, and one that we're going to remember for sure. As far as the curriculum for 6th grade social studies, it doesn't get much more exciting. We're studying the ancient civilizations this year, and so in 6th grade we get to do so many exciting, learn about so many exciting cultures and inventions and people that really made a big difference in our past history. And I know some students come with some fun background knowledge and others come with none, and it's all welcome because we all are going to have a great time exploring all of it together, sharing what we do know and learning what we don't know together. Also, I love to travel. I've traveled through much of the world, and so it's fun because I get to share that with my students. I think, it's a natural fit that I teach history because I do love to travel and love cultures so much that, it's all about the people and learning about those cool places that they've created. So I love to share those experiences, and I love for my students, if they've also traveled, I always encourage them to share pictures with the class and share their experiences as well, because it's very enriching to do that. Now, one of the most important things, especially in this particular year, that I could really emphasize, and I know I sent an email about this previously, but I am live streaming my classes for all of my students so that no matter if they're at home or if they're at school, that they're not missing out. And I think that being a part of that daily, not only the daily routine of being together, being able to interact with one another, and also just to be able to kind of keep on their tabs on everything that's going on. I have found that the students that have been joining us on a regular basis are doing much better academically, for sure. I'm sure that I know that there are also the social and emotional benefits of being part of that class as well. So I highly encourage you, if your child hasn't yet started taking part in the live stream classes when they are at home, whether they're full virtual or maybe hybrid student, that maybe you help them to create a schedule so that they can be a part of that. Every day the students are encouraged in all of their classes to go to the Get Started button in their Canvas courses, and they make it orange so that it pops out, you can't miss it. And again, if they always check that place every single day that they have a certain class, that's obviously where they're going to get not only what's going on for that day, but then I know for me, I also reiterate when those classes, those live stream meets begin, which it's basically, they always start about 5 minutes into class. It just gives the in-school kids enough time to get in, get settled, and then allow me to have time to get logged in with our online friends. So, highly encouraged. That would be a really good step if your child or your student is not participating in that yet, that you might want to do that. Also, that agenda book that students were given, the paper agenda book. I've been having students write down their homework every day, those of them that are in school. And so again, it also helps for those online students to hear that process going on. And that's also a great place for them maybe at the beginning of the week, and maybe you as parents could sit down with your student and go through all their classes and find out when are the different opportunities that they have a chance for a live class or a Google Meet or something. If they can maybe get that plotted out for their week, that can be really helpful for the student as well, because I know it's hard for all of us to keep track. And something that I'm doing personally is I'm setting a lot of alarms on my phone. You know how you can, or you can ask Siri or Alexa or whatever works best for your home to give you different alarms and to notify you when it's time for the different meets. Without that, I would probably be forgetting, so many different things between mask breaks and the meets and things. It's the only thing that's keeping me on track these days. So that's another great tip that I would recommend that you try to do. As far as if you'd like to get more detail on exactly the curriculum for the 6th grade social studies, I highly recommend that you, if you don't have Canvas access yet, you'll want to get a Canvas Observer account, and if you need any help with that process, just let us know. It's quite simple, and if you do have the access, if you go to my course, there is a tab that says about this course, and it has all the details about all the different units, and it has all of the learning targets and things like that. So if you want any of those specifics, that's the place I would recommend you go to see that. There's also a page that has a little more detail about me and my career. I have 3 degrees in education, but most importantly for you to know, I love being with young people, and not only teaching them and being able to enrich their lives, but they do obviously the exact same thing for me. So that's my favorite part of the job, and that's what makes everything so worthwhile. So again, in this strange situation and year, we're going to have to work extra hard to work as a team to make this all work out well. And I know that we've got changes happening all the time, and we're just going to all have to be real patient with each other. And I know it's going to be a great experience. So again, welcome to 6th grade, and I hope that this will be an overall positive experience for all of us when all is said and done. So thank you so much, and we'll have a Q&A session on the back to school night that if you have any questions, please come and ask.